Hello and welcome to Pandora Tarot once again. These are the readings for the month of October 2016. Welcome everyone. As I always say, remember to check your rising and your moon sign as well as your sun sign, because that will give you a better picture, perhaps even more details as to what is expected of the month of October and the energies that are available to every one of us for this month, okay, this upcoming month of October. Especially, I've said this before, if you are a female or if you were born during the night or even both, the moon can be even more powerful than the sun, okay. I know that from my own experience, but because that's my case. So keeping that in mind, also I want to thank everyone who watches and likes and comments my videos. As I always say, thank you so much for being a part of this community. I really appreciate you watching and sharing, and I read all your comments even if I can't answer all of them, so thank you so much for spending your time with me. Okay, let's move on to the readings for each sign. Welcome back, Pisces, to your reading for this month of October. Okay, let's look at the cards we have in front of us. In the challenge position, the focus of this month of October, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Now, this is a card that when we see it in the upright, it talks about union of soulmates. Okay, it's a card that has a great energy for romantic partnerships. Okay, it does, when it doesn't refer itself to a romantic situation, it could be that you're finally finding your place in your life, the place in the world where you're supposed to be at this moment in your life. Now, being in the reverse, it talks about, unfortunately, a breakup, okay, or a separation of some sort, of someone that was your soulmate. And remember that soulmates don't necessarily are romantic, okay, interests. They could be our friends, they could be our children, there could be, our parents, our siblings. So there is a separation here that it's not a separation that happens in the month of October, it's something that has happened previously in the months previous to October, Pisces, but it is something that you are dealing with in this month. I think this is something you have been dealing in the previous month with the aftermath of this breakup, but what the tarot here is asking you is that in the month of October you need to get yourself out of this energy, out of this place that you've put yourself in, of being constantly thinking and reevaluating and analyzing every single bit of everything that happened in this breakup or this separation, or in whichever way this actually came up for each and every one of you. Remember what I said in the introduction. October is a month for us to finally move forward. Astrologically speaking, the retrogrades are pretty much behind us. So the month of October, unlike what we have been seeing or living actually in the year 2016, it's actually a month filled with action. Okay, with a call to action, as where previous months were much about correcting things and reorganizing and rethinking and taking it felt more like taking one step forward and two steps back. Okay, now October is a month to finally move forward, and that is actually what the tarot is asking you. It's asking you, Pisces, to move on from this situation, because you have in the center of the reading the Hangman in reverse. So this is interesting because it's a major arcana card, but it is in the reverse. And actually, the Hangman, when we see it in the upright, it's a card that talks about taking some time out and thinking things through and being able to look at things from a different perspective to learn your lessons. When it's in the reverse, it's almost like you're letting you're setting the Hangman free in a way, so he can just walk away and he can start moving. There is um, no more a time of waiting. This is a time for you to take action, to start moving away from this situation, okay? That's what the tarot is asking you to do, because there are opportunities waiting for you, Pisces, but if you don't start the movement, I don't believe this will come to you, okay? It's almost, you know how they say you have to put out in the universe, so the universe, whatever you want, so the universe will give it back to you, okay? It's almost like a reflection, or it's a sort of mirror action, and this is kind of in that sense, and it has that same energy in a way that you have to let the universe around you know that you're ready for the next thing in your life, the next phase in your life. And if you're stuck in this energy, then it's just not gonna happen, okay? Or at least it's gonna take longer. And what the tarot is saying, you know what, take action now. Now, this is the time. And it is a moment for you to develop your strength, because you have in the position of things you have to accept that will simply happen, the strength card. This is another major arcana card, and you actually have 3 major arcana, so this is a very important month. The strength is a card that, as I always say, it talks about inner strength. It has nothing to do with physical strength, because we can see that there's a woman taming a lion with a necklace of flowers, so clearly there is no physical strength here involved. But the woman has a very peaceful face. She's not scared, she's not in strain or anything, because she knows she's doing the right thing at the right time. Okay, it's that kind of inner peace that, you know, it's almost like a combo with inner strength. So what the tarot here is saying is that aside from starting to move away from the situation, this is a month for you to develop your inner strength. And the practical side of this, or the practical way to put this, is that you need to move on from this breakup, from this separation, or this fight perhaps you had with friends or a family member, or even a partner, parting from a job position. Okay, so having the inner strength to walk away from this sadness and this constantly reevaluating what happened is the way you're going to evolve, and is the way you're going to invite new things into your life and start a new phase in your life, okay, Pisces? And you have in the position of the help you're going to receive a card that in itself, it actually symbolizes help. We have the 4 of Cups, and this is, we can see a cup that is coming out of the clouds, coming out of nowhere in a way, and the character in the card is so focused in the 3 cups in front of him that he actually can't see the cup that is behind him. So this is a card that sort of has different meanings in different levels. On one hand, the tarot is advising you against having a tunnel vision. And what is tunnel vision in this spread is keep focusing on this. So you need to open up the spectrum of things that come in and out of your life. You need to open up your life, okay? You need to stop just focusing on this. It's in a way, you know, something as simple as saying, let it go. I know it's not easy to let go, so, you know, don't think for a moment I'm saying this lightly, because it could be that you're still hurt by this situation, and I totally understand this, but what the tarot is saying, if you don't move now, later on, it's gonna be harder. It doesn't mean that you can't honor your feelings, okay? But it's just, you need to develop inner strength and do both things at the same time. You need to honor what you feel and say, hey, you know what, I still miss this person, I'm still hurt, I'm still, you know, it still hurts me to think about the situation, and I still think it wasn't fair, but at the same time, I need to move on. You know, it's that type of situation. And once you open up the spectrum, there are things coming out of nowhere that will actually help you. Okay, there are new offers coming your way that will, it will be like a way of pushing you into the next phase of your life, pushing you through the door to the next path in your life. And it could be something that actually shakes you up, because you have in the one of the final cards is another major arcana card, the Tower. The Tower talks about sudden changes, And if you think about it, we see the lightning here hitting the tower. Well, it's almost like this cup here coming out of the sky, out of the clouds. So it's both things. Both card talks about situations that, or offers or changes that come out of it's almost like they come from your blind spot. You didn't see them coming. And in the case of the tower, this is a card that talks about situations that tear down old structures, things that no longer serve us, so we can build something from the ground up, something completely new. So you can build something that actually fits you more, or it's more, it has the same energy that you have right now. Whatever the tower is talking about that will actually tear down old structures in your life will actually give you room to build something that you can actually custom made in a way for the situation that you're living right now. Okay, again, it's really a month of letting go of all things, even if those are things that you still don't understand why they happened, even if they're things that are still hurtful. Okay, and once you do that, once this sudden change comes into your life, but again, if you don't move on, if you don't start to develop this strength by moving on, you won't allow space in your life for this change to happen. Okay, and once this change happens, then you can invite new partnerships into your life, because we have the Two of Wands as a final card. And the Two of Wands can talk about partnerships in the romantic sense, as it could be something related to a job opportunity, okay, as in partnering, making associations with a company. The Two of Wands, it's a card that with the wands that represent the fire element, it's a really creative card. So this partnership, in whatever shape it presents for each and every one of you, is actually, it's going to be very productive, because it will allow you to create this new life, this new phase of your life. And if you look at the image, you will see that the man is holding the world on the palm of his hand. So he feels very powerful, and not powerful in a tyrannic type of way, powerful as in I can accomplish whatever it is that I want to accomplish. I'm not worse, or I'm not worse than anyone, or I don't have less opportunities than anyone else. I can just achieve whatever it is that I want to achieve. And this new partnership coming into your life late, really at the end of October, if you allow this change to happen, if you start to move away from this energy, then this partnership will be so productive for you and for your self-esteem, Pisces. So I hope you can actually use this energy and this window of opportunity that is opening up for you in this month of October. So I hope this is helpful, and I will see you next month. Take care.